In this world, I met Serigne Saliou in 1946. But as we speak, I know he is my Lord. I also know what he had put in me that is revealed. He is the one who put that in me when it was just a potential. But the bayah that I did in him through in 1946, April 17, that bayah and staying in his niggles, that is what detonated what he had put in me since. Because if I had not met him, it may have blocked what he has put in me, and it would have never been revealed. Let me tell you now, when Allah created him, everything was put in him. Potentially, every human being is representative of Allah on earth. But when you're born, only a worthy spiritual guide can enlighten what Allah has put in you. A spiritual guide that can elevate you towards Allah until you reach a level of realization, or until you reach a dead end. Maybe you would reach a level of Allah as representative on earth, but anyone can be a representative of Allah on earth. But the one Allah has chosen to be the worthy representative is the one that has reached the full potential and full realization at birth. That can only be one person in each time period. Serigne, I know, is the one who came looking for me. Mam Cheikh Ibrahima Fall, he was looking for Serigne Touba. But me, I think Serigne Saliou was searching for me until he found me in my father's land when I was 8 and made me his disciple, did my bayah and raised me until who I am today. And what he made is so big, and I cannot fully understand it. Because when he told me he made what we call shek, I asked him, Mbake, what is shek? He replied, that is out of your level of understanding. But just know that my relationship with you shall be described as such. 2 containers full of water, grabbing a cup, dipping into one and spilling into the other. You would only understand as little as the droplet dropping in between those 2 containers. Because what I put in you, only Allah knows it, my creator. And so my relationship between me and Serigne Saliou, he made me a sheikh in April 17, 1987. And I did my bayah in 1946, April 17. And there is something to it. Like people always say, oh, Serigne Saliou adores me. I remember one of my disciples by the name of Matar Diop Baye Fall. He named himself the Baye Fall of Serigne Béthio. He worked at the airport of Dakar. He's at New Frontier. He once dreamed of Serigne Saliou, who told him, the relationship between me and Cheikh Béthio, which is really about Chafel, has gotten to a point where the divine proximity is now involved. And to all of you, that Chafel, a divine proximity between me and the Sheikh, is what will benefit you. So, just like I told you, you will not understand what the level of Sheikh is. And that is a matter of fact. I am not even trying to understand it. Serigne said it. And sometimes I hear people saying things like a certain Sheikh has elevated such and such to a level of Sheikh. That is bogus. Well, let me ask you, how would you elevate someone to a level of Sheikh if you don't understand it? Only Serigne Touba can elevate you to that level. Once again, even the sons of Serigne Touba, the Almighties, the All Greats, if anyone were to elevate anyone, it would be them. From Serigne Modou Moustapha Mbake all the way to Serigne Abdou Khadr Mbake, you haven't seen any of them elevate anyone to a level of Sheikh. Only Serigne Saliou did it. You hear in the radio sometimes the great grandsons of Serigne Touba call for Kelkom and say things like Sheikh such and such is going to be there. Who made them Sheikh? And then they reply, Serigne such and such will be there. Come on now, they cannot do it. If I was not Sheikh, I would agree, but I am one. So if someone is claiming being a sheikh or claiming to elevate someone to the level of sheikh, I think I would know it. A sheikh cannot elevate another person to a level of sheikh, and trust me, I cannot do such things. Only Serigne Touba can do it. He said it himself. The place in which I find the level of sheikh, I have not met a single soul in it, no matter how big or high they are. Therefore, I cannot understand it. However, I might see some stuff here and there. And this crowd that follows me is part of things I saw. Now, wherever I sit, thousands of people give bayah to me. Every kind, military, every kind of professionals, social categories. My disciples, and I told Serigne Saliou, because he used to give niggles to others to build schools, adara, and it would take years to do. And I remember I started on 17, and it only takes 10 days to a month to do. And to whoever it was destined to do, it would take years. And I told Mbake, what you did for me, you never did to anyone. The talibés you gave me, they are not talibés of a sheikh. They are yours. You gave me your own product. So you guys, a sheikh cannot manage you. It is just that Serigne has handed me his own product. Barki Serigne Touba.